Warzone's new Resurgence casual mode is finally here. The question is whether or not it's actually good. Today, we're diving in, taking a look, and seeing if it's worth your time.
Yeah, I see it.
You are never gonna see me doing this ever again because I just don't like rebirth, but we are here inside Resurgence casual, as you can see in the top left, and I'm gonna be seeing if this mode is better than that within Verdansk. Now, I don't have a team, so things might get a little weird, I don't know, but my understanding is that there's only 12 real players within this match, and then there's like 30-something bots. So I've had a lot of things said to me about the mode. A lot of people think that, you know, the bots now have clan tags, the bots now can be on your team, stuff like that. So we're gonna play multiple games today. We're gonna be testing some of these theories. I don't know how it's gonna go. I really don't. I have no idea. This is literally my first time dropping in. So I also don't remember how to play Resurgence. So we'll see how this goes. I'm gonna dive in immediately and we're gonna head down to where I know that I can get a key card to get specialist, or maybe not specialist, but like a loadout. I'm not sure what's gonna happen, but if there's people on me and I die immediately, this is gonna be depressing. Key card. There's a lot happening over here. That looks like a bot. I thought there was a bot in, oh, what? Oh, I'm on the vehicle. I thought I got sniped, dude. Oh, it's a bot. I feel like this might actually end up being better than what we have in Verdansk, because I think Verdansk is such a large map that you end up in this situation where it feels worse because how often you run into a real player, it makes it less fun than you would in this, because Resurgence, I feel like everybody's just coming back on repeat anyway, and you can drop an absurd amount of eliminations. But in Verdansk, it's not really that. In Verdansk, you really have to search people out, so it may end up being a little bit more fun in Resurgence. So I'm just kind of curious. Is that right? Yeah, that's it. Okay. So let's get our loadout, and I have set up my loadout with quick draw and not quick draw, quick fix, and what's that other thing that you need? Tempered. So I've set it up as a Resurgence loadout. That's about the best I figured I could do is try and do what other Resurgence people do. I don't play this mode. I hope you know that. This is not my thing. So I apologize if I get anything wrong about this. Maybe y'all can give me a heads up in the comments as to how I can play this any better. But it looks like we're still getting kind of the same names. I see Waffle doesn't have a clan tag. But there tends to be a lot of misinformation around these modes, so my goal is to kind of learn as much as we can as we play through it, see how difficult it is to fight the real players in this. It does sound like it is busy out here, right? Sounds like there's a lot going on. And of course, like I said, it's going to be about 75% real players while, or sorry, 75% bots, while Verdansk, big battle royale map, is going to be about 80% bots. Looks like they still act the exact same. So I'm not really sure what kind of differences we're seeing here. I've yet to see a bot that has a clan tag. I've also yet to see a real player, to be fair. These are all bots over here, I'm pretty sure. And for the record, unless somebody in this game starts getting hateful, my goal is to kind of give the win to the last team if I end up in a situation where that is an option. Wait, you can buy specialists for 25,000? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I didn't know you could do that in this. What the heck, dude? That means I could just keep killing bots, grab specialists, and start thumbing through people. I didn't know. Can you do that in regular Resurgence? Is that real? Is that a thing that you can do? I genuinely had no idea that that was even an option. Also, it's getting a little hot in here. Let me get my fan on. Also, does it look like my mustache is a little thicker today? Am I wild? Is that real or am I crazy? I don't know if I'm being weird.
Enemy soldier incoming.
All right, let's go grab this specialist real quick. And I think if I'm not wrong, you end up dropping specialists, so it actually kind of makes sense to get it in Resurgence here. Because it's not like the player's gonna grab it and just run away. Wait, what? Loadout coming in. So we've got real players up here. That's a bot.
Enemy
Oh.
destroyed. Use your tac map to hunt them.
Somebody needs to get some more batteries for his smoke detector, dude. Lord have mercy. Every time I hop in and somebody needs batteries for their smoke detector, I'm cracking up.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
There are a lot of bots, though. I feel like, what? I've ran into one real player so far, is the guy that just got his loadout.
Hunt them down.
Very interesting. I've still yet to see any bots that have clan tags. So, that feels not real. I'm gonna keep it a buck. That felt not super real. How long does the, oh, that's a real player. Hold on.
I'm reloading.
That's a bot.
Good kill.
This guy right here, looks like a real player. His name was Ames with a Z. I don't know. I feel like this is easier to deal with than it is for Verdansk. I think that this actually makes a ton of sense. I almost like this mode. This would be great for warm-ups for big map. I think you're going to see a lot of higher skilled players playing in casuals on Resurgence. And my reasoning for that is because it feels about the same as it does Resurgence. Don't get me wrong, it's not nearly as sweaty, right? But I think it feels relatively the same because a lot of Resurgence is you just hopping in and shooting at everything, and you get to fight a lot more in this than you do in regular Battle Royale. I think this is going to be a mainstay mode. I think, in fact, you may actually end up, over time, seeing more bots in real modes for Resurgence at the very least. I'm playing like a chicken with its head cut off right now. That guy got a DM10, brother. Hold on. I'm out of ammo. Oh my god. He dropped. These bots are so interesting, though. Yeah, I don't know. It seems like people just kind of make things up as they go along. I think a lot of people are misinformed about how these modes work. Largely, it seems unchanged from how it is in Verdansk, from what I can tell. But honestly, I don't mind this compared to Verdansk, you know? Like, at least in this, I'm just popping shots at things constantly. It feels like aim practice. I don't know if I'm wild for that, but it literally feels like I'm just getting ready to hop into a real match of BR. This would almost be how I would recommend people warm up. So I've been having this conversation for quite some time about how I firmly believe that the casual mode is a gateway mode. It basically gets people to want to play the other modes. And the reason I say that is because eventually, and I don't know how long it's going to be, eventually I think players are going to slowly get bot fatigue. Because if you've ever played multiplayer and you hop into a private match, it just feels pointless a lot of the time, right? But the big thing about that, fighting bots in private matches in multiplayer, the big thing about that is that you're literally not leveling up. And a lot of people, the way that they get fatigued is that they feel like they're not moving anywhere. So if you feel like you are moving somewhere with this mode, you could end up in a situation where you don't feel fatigued. I'm getting slammed by this guy 100%. Hold on.
I'm reloading.
That's crazy. Lord have mercy. But yeah, I mean, obviously this isn't going to be a super difficult mode for me. I mean, I'm dropping 30 off a rip. It's clearly, you know, still 75% bots. All right, brother, what you doing? But it's action. I mean, it's action the whole time. I think that dude, I'm not gonna lie. I actually enjoy this. You know, I really dislike the the casual mode for solos, but hopping into casual Resurgence quads is not bad.
Target's down. Marking the rest.
It does feel very busy though. That's a lot of damage being put in for nothing, dude.
Marking enemy.
I'm kind of just looking around, waiting for stuff. But I think the big thing is that I'd love to hear what y'all think about the mode, because me playing it is very different from regular players playing it. Do you think that it scratches the itch that you need scratched, right? Like, that's really what it comes down to is, do you think it has a place in Warzone? Personally, obviously, I think it does. My thoughts whenever it comes to these modes is that I would love to see them change the way that the regular matchmaking for Warzone actually works. So if you don't know, the matchmaking for Warzone is pretty strict, okay? And as it stands, the casual mode is basically like the I don't want to have to work my ass off to enjoy the game mode. It's also a great mode for beginners. It's not, you know, you don't really learn too much after you kind of get the basics of the game, because bots don't react the same way that regular players do, like at all. Like in any capacity, they do not react like regular players, just to be clear. So, you know, they are forced to pull their parachute in every situation, which is a little weird. I wonder if that hits. That'd be crazy, right? Oh, it could have. It could have. If he was still in there, that would have been wild. Let's go get a UAV. But what I'd like to see is that because a lot of players are flocking to this mode, what ends up happening is that it makes it where the other modes take a while to load. And what Activision could do is they could take that information. Oh, Ninja's nearby. They could take that information and say, you know what? Let's go ahead and put all these guys. Hold on, let me make it where I can talk to this dude. No, that's not what I was trying to do.
Still operational in the AO.
What up, my boy? How are you? You having a great day today? You having a good day? Huh? You ever been diddled by a man? Sorry, brother. They could take the opportunity to just start putting bots in every mode so that it makes matches load faster. Or what they could do is they could loosen the matchmaking, which would be the most ideal scenario, because it makes it good for every... I lose right here, by the way. Hey, GG's, boys. Y'all have an incredible remainder of your day. But it could make it where the matchmaking is a little bit more loose for the default modes, right? Which means that it doesn't take 5 minutes to get into a match for everybody when they're trying to hop into that, just because there's less players in those modes. Because naturally, the casual player is going to see a mode called casual, and they're going to want to play a casual mode. Let's spectate this guy out real quick, because I think this is going to be the guy that wins. He's obviously going balls to the wall, just like we were. Oh, what is... He won. That was it. That was it. Anyway, what it ends up coming down to is if this mode, casuals, starts becoming a playlist for every single version, like solos, duos, trios, quads for Resurgence, solos, duos, trio, quads for Verdansk, what could end up happening is that they loosen this matchmaking for the main modes, which makes it where the main modes aren't so sweaty for everybody. They go from casual, which is naturally going to have bots, which makes it an easier game mode, to a mode that just has less skill in the matchmaking system, so there is less time to boot into a match, making it more fun to get in with your friends if you want that extra competition of knowing that they're all real players. So it could actually be great for the whole COD community, but I don't know if they're going to utilize the data that way. So either way, let's go ahead and dive in. Same thing. We're gonna just go over here. For me, I will say, I don't like fighting bots. We know this. I'm not that kind of guy. It's not something that I'm into. But like I said, where I think this mode may come in handy, and I may actually start playing this a little bit more, is that when I hop on and I want to get a warm up in, this would probably be the best thing, because you're still going to run into a couple of real players, but the likelihood of you constantly running into real players is super slim, because there's so many bots, and the bots die and respawn so fast. Look at this. I wonder if the bot has a... Yeah, that's the bot's teammate. Isn't that interesting? All right, let's go grab our loadout real quick. Toss it on the roof. Boink. 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 We're just going to head up. May as well. I didn't realize how many orange chests were over here. You know? Let's go ahead and pippity pop. Now, I do want to remind y'all, if you're looking for the best controller in the business, if you are in the market for a controller, go ahead and check out in the description the Expel Pro Plus controller. It comes with TMR sticks that have zero stick drift. It comes with digital buttons, which means instant reaction to your character. It comes with triggers where, you know, you can go all the way down, right? You can see that I'm actuating all the way down, or you can switch it to where it's a mouse click, so it doesn't have to go all the way down. I mean, basically, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm telling you is this controller is incredible. So if you're in the market for a controller, go to expel.gg to learn more. Using code Expel will knock it down from $350 to $209. Hey there, Editor Expel here, and this just in, the 4th of July flash sale for AIM controllers has been extended through Monday morning, July 7th. Don't miss out. Use this opportunity to get your controller for $199 using code Expel. By the way, let's lock in. Let's see who we can get eliminated here. Let's see what we can do. Obviously, you see me dominating every single day with this controller, so you know it is worth it. And I would not put my name on something and my whole brand on something if I thought it was dog shit. So trust me, this thing's nasty, okay? Plus, having a controller with back buttons is a big deal. That is a real player up there, by the way, I think.
Enemies are dropping into the area.
Hold on.
Watch the sky.
I think it's a real player. Are you a real boy? Tell me, are you real? Yeah, you're real, fella. You're real. Real good at the video game. Yeah, go ahead, get up, bud. GG's, GG's.
Hunt them down.
Yeah, so obviously it's not a testament to my skill to hop into a mode that's mostly bots. I realize people are going to say that. It's not really the goal. I'm kind of just trying to check it out, see what we have going on.
Kill confirmed. We've located the rest of them.
I think that's a real guy up there. Very interesting that last game I felt like I was running into no real players until about the end. And then this game, I think, you know, maybe the skill bracket for which I didn't even know you could do that. That was actually wild. I don't know what just happened, but that was super freaking cool. Go up. That guy in the sky is definitely... Oh, that poor guy. What is that guy doing? What is happening? I don't know what's going on here, but okie dokie. How much do we have? 23, and we've got enough. Let's go get our freaking specialist. Yeah, I think this is a great warm-up, dude. Especially for the players that play Rebirth already. This is gonna be super good for you if you're trying to hop in with the boys. I mean, don't get me wrong, you can just hop in and play, you know, Resurgence casual. I'm not saying anything against that, but if you're someone that really likes to fight against real players, this feels like an incredible warm-up. It's constant action, you're constantly getting into gunfights. It feels like this is the middle ground for getting the opportunity to improve at the game. This, I think, would give you much more opportunity to improve than you would see in Verdansk casual, right? Big map casual is going to be a very different thing. This actually definitely feels like a very different thing. That was weird.
Marking the rest of them.
What do we have? Got a guy in the sky. It's great to help you learn how to track. And by the way, if you're ever wondering why I love my controller, a lot of it comes down to the ability to use back paddles. And there are a lot of controllers out there, but I like mine the most just because of the features that it has. Obviously, you can get a back paddle controller, but I actually love the way that this one feels. Oh my God. And the Expel Pro Plus controller is literally the build that I use every single day. But if you notice, basically, if I was to try and run and like jump and turn at the same time, it's jump, turn. But with this, it's jump and turn at the same time. I can slide and turn at the same time. I can do everything without taking my right thumb off the analog stick, which basically just helps me stay on target at all times. So if you're wondering, oh, he's got really good tracking, how does he do it? Stuff like that. It's exactly like that because I can literally move and track perfectly with no issues. Hold on, brother. Hey, old boy, I ain't trying to do anything weird, just trying to murder you, all right? No big deal.
Target down. Marking the rest of them.
This is crazy. It's been saying enemy nearby this whole time. So who's in here? I gotta know.
Take cover!
Outplayed.
Kill. Marking the rest of that
What?
squad. Get hunted.
Outplayed. I think that was squad.
I'm good
Enemies
now.
are dropping in.
What is that? There it is.
Mark remaining operators from that squad.
And the next thing I think is really funny is that I actually mentioned this in my last video on the channel, that a lot of people use Cronuses. And obviously there's a lot of, you know, different scripts and things that Cronuses can use. But if you don't know, the most common script used on a Cronus is to get, quote, extra aim assist. And all that it does is it activates, this is so stupid to me. It activates rotational aim assist. That's all it's doing. It's just doing what you could do if you had a controller like this. So instead of cheating and having something do it for you, if you just learn to use a controller where you constantly keep your movement going and stuff like that, then you could never ever need something that's considered cheats, and you could just be better.
Mark remaining operators from that squad. Hunt them down.
Whoa! Whoa! I get headshot. Hold on.
Kill confirmed.
Is that an ammo? Hold on.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Damn it. Yeah, I've not seen a single bot with a clan tag, for sure. And we're gonna hop in and we're gonna play with a team in just a minute. The way that I just spun around that bot is so funny. But we are gonna hop in and play with a team in just a minute. And hopefully get them a win, because I'm not super interested in winning when it's just me, but I do want to hop in and get some random players a win, because I think that would be like relatively cool. I actually love that idea, to be quite honest, but we are probably going to play 4 games. Seems like there's a guy somewhere nearby, like up top is where I was getting. Oh,
Enemies are dropping.
Here,
Watch
finish
the
him.
sky.
also, if you're wondering what the buttons on the back of my controller do, the paddles, the bottom left is going to be my slide. The bottom right is going to be, oh my God, where is the bullets? Where are the bullets really, I guess, is my question. The bottom right is going to be jump, and the top left and top right are both set to ping. So I just ping back and forth whenever I need it. But I usually use the left one for ping because it's more comfortable for me. Are they same team?
Stay still.
We got a guy above us here. $60,000 is a crazy number to have in your pocket. Resurgence disabled, unstoppable. We've got 34 eliminations. What a number of kills, dude. That is wild. I saw somebody had 60 the other day. But I think the good thing about this that a lot of people are underestimating is that you're gonna really have these content creators that are constantly like 2-boxing and shit like that. By the way, this is a real player, and the reason I know is because he's got tempered, and bots don't pick up loadouts. So
Yeah,
I think there's a guy down below because I heard something on a 10. You see that tracker wrapped around? Probably one up here if I had to take a guess. That's unfortunate. What are these bots doing, bro? It's crazy. Should be a bot like right here. Whoa, whoa, what are we doing, dude? Chill, chill. Everybody's calm these days, man. What the what?
5 squads still operational in the AO.
Dude, the way that these bots just keep coming, man. Nope, maybe they're bottom. That's a real player.
Switching back.
Dude, that's crazy. My man. My man. Oh, it's just y'all. My bad. Y'all can have the win, bro. That's my bad. That's my bad. Get up. You can. Hey, you got a mic? Well, I'm gonna kill you. Boys. Boyos. My friends. Mi compadres.
I'm reloading.
Is everybody awake here?
Throwing smoke.
Anybody got a mic? Anybody at all? I'll give you the win. Just turn your mic on. Guys, I just want to talk, dude.
You've got gas moving in.
Reloading.
Are we doing this or what? I'll let you have it, bro. You see me? Hey. Hey.
I'm getting stitched up. Finally, back at full strength.
Buddy. Pal. My friend.
Yeah.
No, he died in the fucking storm. No, I wasn't trying to do that, brother. I didn't mean to.
Finally, back at full strength.
I'm sorry. I won't do it again. I swear to God, I won't do it again. I was just messing around, Doug. That's my bad. All right, so diving into this match, we're actually going to be hopping in with a squad, which you can see in the scoreboard, right? This guy is muted already. I don't unmute. Is he force muted or? Hey, what's up, guys? Y'all ready to hop in? Hello? Y'all have a mic? Anybody got a mic? Anybody? Microphone? Telefono? Microphone? Okay. Well,
We're deploying to the war zone.
damn. So this time we're gonna get a W for the boys, hopefully. Hopefully. We'll see what happens here. But it seems like, you know, these have been relatively easy. And I've heard some rumors that Rebirth Casual is supposed to be difficult. So my curiosity is whether or not it is gonna get super difficult at some point. And I mean, it's not like I'm trying to hold back by any means. I'm trying to get as many eliminations as possible so that I can kind of test things. But the next thing I'm gonna say is that it said that all of these players in the pregame, they were all on PlayStation. Wizard just typed in the game. Bagel Juice, hold on. Do y'all have microphones? Anybody got a mic? Microphone? Microphono? Hello? Yeah, super weird. I don't know what's going on there, but they're typing in the game, but they're just not talking to me, which I don't really understand. I mean, this seems to be the best strat, and you can pretty much do it every time because literally no one does it, which is weird to me. Hey guys, I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm gonna get the loadout, okay? I don't know. I mean, I'm definitely gonna try my best to get these guys the win. It may be, oh, immediately our teammate gets slammed. Oof. The interesting thing is that it literally wouldn't let me see my teammates' levels. So I may have to restart the game after this to see if it'll let me.
You've got a loadout drop inbound.
So I've got 10 grand already. Got the, oh, okay. Interesting. Get our guns again. Leave the loadout there for our boys. Don't really need to grab any of that. We just need to, since I have scavenger, basically what happens is when I get 10 kills, for every kill I get $1,000. So that's kind of my thoughts. But I wonder if I've been getting easier matches. because I was playing solo quads, right? I wonder if they take that into account. If you hop in solo, you get solo matches, right? Or you get easier matches. So this game, obviously I'm going to play the exact same as I was before, but maybe the lobby will be a little bit more difficult. Now, if you don't know, the way that bots work in Warzone in general is that they have a skill level 1 through 5. And then based on that skill level, they'll have a amount of damage that they do per bullet, per nade, stuff like that. And they can actually lower that damage dynamically in the game. It has nothing to do with your skill level. It all has to do with their skill level of the bot. So just keep that in mind. Skill-based damage, from what we know, isn't on the player's side. I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm just saying from what we understand, based on the information that was behind the scenes, it isn't possible for, or it isn't set up that they have given skill-based damage to real players. Not saying it's not possible, because it definitely is possible, but just from what we can see. And this is from people that have like checked the actual code of the game, just to be clear. This isn't me just making shit up. Oh, nice. I'm still not running into real players, I feel like. I don't know if I'm wild here, but... So I got Specialist. We got a teammate up top, popping a res here. That looks like a real dude. That could be a real dude. There's a lot going on here, huh? That's my team. Squad wiping out here. Now, I'm thinking about this. There's actually only 3 real teams of, what, like 10 or something? That's definitely a bot, because bots multiple parachute pulls. What the what? Why? That is the second time I've seen that happen today. I wonder... These bots are wild, dude. I think that may have been a real person. Whoa, whoa, whoa! What was that, my guy? That was a direct impact with that nade, by the way. Okay, let's hit some reloads here. Yes, we have specialists, so technically speaking, we don't need to play it up. Now, what I can do... The other guy's gonna chow that top. I'm dead for that. Teammate? Teammate? Hey, teammate, hit your shots. You got it? Okay.
I shot the wrong...
I shot the wrong man. Yeah, I mean, clearly that guy was not bad. Turd Ferguson. What is that from? I've seen that name everywhere. Does anybody have an explanation for why I've seen this name all over the place? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, these players are good. And we continuously fight them, which is interesting. The thing is I find myself running out of ammo in a lot of these situations. Because I just keep shooting and shooting and shooting and shooting, man. I should be free for my teammate, right?
Marking the rest of them.
How was that not a kill right there? These are some active lobbies, though. The change between this and solos is kind of a big deal. So the people that didn't make it this far into the video are going to be out of information there. I think we're going to have to definitely play another one with a squad just to see. That's a bot. I'm not going to show that. Oh, the bot's down below, so we could probably... Yeah, okay.
Use your tac map to hunt down the rest of
I wonder if a bounty will pull to a real player. It does. It pulls to the real player. How interesting. So we know that that guy's... That Fork Diaz guy came back quick, right? I wonder if the bots are solo players or if they have a squad. Because I'm noticing like every bot just kind of shoots. Oh, you see that?
Target down. Marking the rest of them.
So these guys from that team have gone over here.
Good kill. Marking the rest of that squad on your tac map. Get into the AO. Fire sale active. Buy station prices.
Jesus. There's just so much happening over at Control. This is, I mean, this is a busy match, dude. This is definitely sweatier than my other matches. So if you're playing with a squad, you're definitely going to be getting harder matches in this. At least based on, you know, first thoughts here, playing with a team. We'll have to try one more game to see. And I realize this isn't like a massive pool of data, right? But I kind of, you know, I'm trying to put in the same amount as a lot of other people will have during the day to make their assumptions. And just bring my own expertise of playing these other modes as well. Because if I just kind of hop in and I play this indefinitely, then it also kind of ruins the fun for every other player whenever they're having to fight me. Which I'm not like saying I'm the best in the world, but at the same time, I recognize that a lot of people don't like that I would play solo casuals. But I mean, realistically, you know, it's only like, what, 2 other teams that you end up fighting? So I'm not sure. This would probably be best case scenario for, you know, you can't really be upset that people are playing solo casual. Now, do I think the content should be made of it, or being like, yo, I dropped 400 kills in solo casual, I'm the best in the business? No, probably not. I think that's a little goofy, of course. It's the tracker on the ground. Oh.
Good to be back.
Is that a real boy? P-Bender? No, it's not. He's just going hard in the paint, that bot, dude. That guy look like he's got a Burger King hat on. Am I crazy? Is that Burger King? It's Burger Town. Oh my God. Oh, I didn't know. I had no idea that that was a thing. That's kind of wild. Yeah, this feels very different. I mean, we're 10 minutes into this game and it feels way different. I don't think I've died yet by any means, but...
Resurgence is no longer... Enemies dropping into the AO.
Okay, let's make sure we reload it here.
Eyes in the sky.
I love that the bot's just not channeling that. So interesting how that works. There's a guy right here. Just knocked. So weird.
Your squad's in the top 5. Operational in the AO.
Woo!
Leave no one behind.
Dude, my team's going crazy out here. They're cracked out their gall darn mind.
Your objective simple. Eliminate the bounty target.
Lord have mercy, guys. No! Oh my God.
Reloading. UAV standing by.
Requesting recon flyover.
This guy's just chilling up top. Whoa! Oh, I lose this! Oh my God, I had no idea it was there. I wasn't even paying attention. Look at Turd Ferguson going crazy. Now let's check out our teammates. This is a good opportunity. I will note, I could not see their level. You can see it at the bottom. I can't see their level. What is this guy running? What the hell is this? Why is he playing like this? He's got 25 eliminations, by the way. Lil Pickle also has 25 eliminations. And then CL has 26. Hey, Resable. Nice. Didn't even revive me.
That's how it's done.
He bought a loadout. At the end of the game, that guy just bought a loadout.
Loadout drop heading
And then Wizard's going crazy out here, bro. Oh, maybe not. Look at that. All right, let's try one more match and then we'll call it there. Moving into our fourth game, as you can see, once again, I have myself a team. And again, for some reason, it will not let me see their level. But the question is, hey guys, do y'all have mics? Any microphones in this lobby? Mike, check.
Resurgence.
Mic check, 1 2 1 2.
To redeploy
Good, good.
team.
What up, Adam? How are you, brother? You ready to get a W out here? All right, no need to be so damn excited,
Let's
Adam.
get a win here. Come on,
Let's
lock in.
go!
We gotta get a win here.
I
We're
love
getting
when
a win here.
balls
Let's
talks,
go.
dude. Him.
Skies.
Go. We're getting a win here.
Timothy. All right, boys, I'm going to get the loadout, okay, guys?
Yep, let's go. Let's go.
I'm on the way. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy, baby. Almost there. About to purchase. Somebody explain to me why my health is going back up automatically. We have an explanation for that, or do you start with a default perk? What's going on here?
Loadout drops on the way.
What am I not understanding?
There we go.
All right, guys, I got the loadout. It's all set up. If anybody's interested, we can, you know, we can get that now.
Positive ID on the bounty targets. Hunt them down.
All right, and I got a care package. Nice.
Finally, back at full strength.
How are y'all liking solo casuals? What are we thinking here? Or not solo casuals, resurgence casuals, I mean.
I think it's pretty great. You know, get some camo challenges done and everything.
Right. So do you enjoy it as like a mode that you'd like play regularly, or do you enjoy it as like a, oh, I'm warming up, or just like a getting shit done kind of thing?
Kind of like all of them. Yeah.
So you just play this regularly with the boys, right?
Well, no, I usually be playing ranked if I'm playing with my friends, but like I'm playing this right now just to get some camos done.
Oh, okay. I understand. That makes sense. So if you had to give it a 1 through 10, what are we thinking?
Like an 8. It's pretty good.
And you play Verdansk?
Yeah.
So comparing this to Verdansk casuals, how do you feel?
I mean, I think this one's really good just 'cause it's like smaller map, you know. Like
Yeah.
Verdansk, I feel like it's just like harder to like find more people just 'cause it's a bigger map.
Yeah, see, that's kind of how I felt, is I feel like in this, it's constant action, but in Verdansk, when you run into a player and it's a bot, it's almost disappointing, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't aim for shit, my god. No, don't do it, buddy!
Oh shit.
That's crazy. I died. I don't know what's up with the levels, but it's just not letting me see him. Adam, you're gonna have to stay alive, buddy. Don't chow. You got 3 seconds. You got this thing. You can do it. All right, well, I lost my loadout to the one team in here, and those guys seem pretty sweaty, I'm not gonna lie. So we'll have to see how this goes.
They did.
Yeah. I'm gonna go grab a loadout over here at the supply run, okay?
Yeah, we do have enough.
All right, loadout on the ground. I'm getting a selfie, and I'm getting a couple of plates. I popped it over here whenever you're ready.
All right,
No, just gotta get some cash. I really want to get specialist so that I can mountaineer off of things, you know?
Yeah.
Whew.
I just have Mountaineer in my loadout. I don't know.
You have it on your loadout? I tend to run
Package.
scavenger just to pick up as much cash as physically possible. I think I finished a game with like 60 grand earlier.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the side.
Changing mags.
But you get like 1,000 per kill if you pick up the thing off their body, so that's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Nice.
Use your tac map to hunt down the rest of them. Mark remaining operators from that squad. Hunt them down.
So how often do you play this thing, bro? Like Warzone, you a Warzone demon? What level are you, by the way? It won't let me see your level. Can you see my level?
No, I can't.
Yeah, I wonder if they got rid of the levels for casual. That would be weird, right?
Yeah.
You've made it to the top 10.
Right now I'm like prestige 3, I think.
Getting stitched up.
Prestige 3, interesting.
Oh, got it.
Switching mag.
Oh my god, this is stressful.
Target down. Marking the rest of them.
Yeah, ain't cheating. That nigga knew exactly where I was at.
This guy said I was cheating, brother. We're
Bitch
playing
ass
casuals. It's
fucking
gonna be okay.
Back at full strength.
He knew exactly where I was. He used his brain for the first time. I've never seen it in casuals in my life. I can't believe they have brains. That's crazy, brother. Calm down.
Hacking in casuals is crazy.
Yo, how the fuck? Yo,
How do I know where you're at? I don't know if you know this, but your sniper's got a big ass glint, my boy. Your sniper has a big ass glint. Use your brain, please, for the love of God.
My dude, I even had no sniper. What the fuck
You don't even have a
talking
sniper.
about?
Do you have something with a
Boy.
scope on it? You have something with a scope on it?
Kill. Marking the rest of that squad on your tac.
Yeah, right here.
Get
Watch what this dude right here. Oh, he's
Let
right
me,
here.
let me
Look
see
at
what you
him.
got. He literally has a Car 98K with a fucking scope on it. Bro's dead ass lying. He's just dead ass lying, my guy. I cannot believe this man right now is dead ass lying. Like, it's not that serious.
that squad. Hunt them down.
Bro calling out cheese. See, this is the issue, I feel like, with casuals. The dude he ran into his first player, and he was like, yeah, he's cheating, he's hacking. He's a hacker, man. Oh, he's gotta be cheating. Gotta be. Like, brother, come on. No, this guy's cheating. He's gotta be cheating, right? Oh, no, not a real boy. Level 296, by the way. Don't die for it, Adam. Adam, it's all you, brother. Your squad's down. You gotta live, Adam. Adam, be aware you got multiple guys around you, okay?
Loading fresh mag.
All right, I'm coming home. Adam, don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years.
We're returning you to the
I'm gonna whip it out and I'm gonna stick it in their ear. What? What was that? Adam, no!
incoming.
Lord have mercy.
That is active. 5 station.
There's a lot going on over here, man.
Oh,
Target down. Marking the rest.
Yeah. Some of these lobbies are sweaty as hell. I found that if I'm playing solos, like I'm playing without a squad, then it's like super easy.
Use your tac map to hunt down the rest of them.
Oh shit. Here we go.
Resurgence window is ending. Watch the
Surgeon's window's ending. Why am I listening to this man's music? What is happening right now?
I'm just done.
What is happening? I can hear this man's music. What is going on?
What is going on, man? You just got beamed. That's what's going on.
I'm behind you, dumbass.
That's what. Oh! Damn, y'all really gonna sneak me like that?
squad mate is redeployed. Well done.
That's crazy.
Enemy destroyed. Use your tac map to hunt down the rest of them.
Lord have mercy.
What happened? Where you at?
I'm dead, bro.
I hate niggas that run. I
Run.
hate niggas that run.
I'm here.
Where you at?
I'm above you, big dog.
Where you at? Who's this trash ass nigga that just died?
That's your teammate, big
Nigga in the
boy.
water? Nigga, get out that water, nigga.
Are you dumb? Look up,
Trash ass-
brother.
Nigga,
Look
what the
up.
fuck are y'all nigga? Like, God, nigga just trying to rocket launch at me, bro? Like, come on, bro. Nigga, grow
Like my
up.
homie,
He has
dude,
40,
chill.
nigga. Nigga got 42, nigga. What the fuck?
Are we not gonna stick together?
Adam, brother, you can't cut on your mic for the first time ever and start trying to lead the squad right now.
Don't worry, Adam, I got one. There's more.
Yeah,
Trash ass nigga.
pissed on.
What the fuck? Gang, I promise you he was dead. I promise you he was dead.
I promise you he was dead. No.
What the?
I'm listening to this man's music so hard, bro. He got boom, ba-dom, boom, 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 ba-dom, boom, boom, boom.
Okay, I'm gonna go buy a loadout real quick.
Yes, sir.
Oh, shit.
That's not a, okay, not bad.
FOB, danger close. Oh.
Dropping magazine.
You got that loadout? It's coming up here. Yep, yep, yep. There's a guy on us.
You've got a load
Don't know where.
inbound. Four remaining. Stay sharp.
Yeah, there's a guy underneath us. I'm not sure where. The other team's over there. I'm gonna go get a selfie. I've got 40 grand, so here we go. Actually, shit. I kind of fucked up a little bit.
UAV standing by.
Requesting recon at my location.
Never mind. Precision airstrike available.
Requesting close air. Target marked.
Hey, right here, right here, right here.
Sector's hot.
Ammo box again.
Let me get my shit together though, for real.
This man's music is crazy. Oh, it's so funny, dude.
You niggas is butt.
This guy, bro. Every other word is the
You
N
niggas is
word.
butt. Come here. Come here.
Butt.
Come here. Don't tell your teammate to come. I don't got no plates. I don't got no plates. What the fuck?
Guys below you.
Switching bags.
Yeah.
Get to the safe zone.
Moving here.
You've got
I don't really know what to do here. They just triple by?
Ready?
Holy moly!
Finally, back at full strength.
What the? I just...
Yeah.
I don't know what to do here.
Yeah, I'm good now.
There you go. No,
Whatever you do, just stay alive, boys. Just stay alive. You've got to be kidding.
Enemy marked. Changing back.
oh, fuck, bro.
Got him.
move like you mean it. Your squad is down. Stay alive.
Okay, you're right.
Now finish this.
Taking up.
UAV available to that team.
Requesting recon flight.
Oh my god. He's bringing back bullshit.
What is happening? These guys are just not missing. This is crazy.
Oh my god. There's no way.
Use my self revive.
No plates. Last guy's below me.
Mission timeline expired.
3v2. One's outside. On me. Dead.
GG's to the nerds, boys.
Let's go.
GG's.
Come on.
We win that, baby. That's my squad
Go.
right there. That is my squad right there. Hell yeah, boys. That's them. Anyway, this is going to be live on
Easy win, let's
YouTube
go.
in a little bit, guys. All right, so just look up Expel when you get bored.
Alright.
All right, love you.
Alright. Love you too, bro.
Hey, thanks. Alright, so what I'll say is that it's a pretty fun mode, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I think this is leagues ahead of Verdansk casuals. I think it's just so much better. I think it is a perfect way to lead into another mode. This is exactly what I'm talking about when I say a gateway mode, is that it makes you want to play other modes. Because playing this, we got to fight some really difficult players, and let me tell you, it definitely does get sweaty. But Rebirth Island is definitely known for being incredibly sweaty. So to each their own on that. I hope you guys have an incredible remainder of your day. Let me know in a comment down below your thoughts, and I love you.